Hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you about 12 different houses and their meanings in Vedic astrology. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button. And if you have any doubt after watching this video, please do mention it in my below comment section, okay? And yes, please do like and follow my Facebook community page Parikshit Astrology, where you can also post some astrological stuff and gain knowledge. So let's begin. So what is a bhava or house in Vedic astrology? Bhava. So in Sanskrit word bhava means state or condition, is a term in Jyotisha denoting a fixed zodiacal division of the sky from the perspective of an observer. It corresponds to the concept of house in Western astrology. A natal chart is called bhava chakra. So I have taken this from Wikipedia. So that's why I have written source as wiki. The 360 degree zodiac is divided equally into 12 divisions of 30 degrees each. Each division is called a sign, starting from Aries to Pisces. Each sign has a ruler or planet, and some planets have a dual ownership, that is of two signs. House in Vedic astrology defines and divides the exact areas of a person's life depending on his horoscope, which is found out on the basis of a person's accurate time and location and date of birth. Different house governs different areas of life, which you will find out about further in the next section. In astrology, the 12 houses, just like 12 zodiac signs, create the foundation of one's life. Together, they form a 360-degree angle as the whole birth chart, as 12 equal sections comprising each house. However, they are not the same as a zodiacal wheel. All these houses links with a different sign. Each one represents a specific component of your life. Now, coming to the first house. First house, also known as Lagna or Ascendant. It is the house of self, since it represents you the way you look. Basically, your physical personality, which includes physical appearance, temperament, nature, body frame, childhood, health, ego, and their sense to self. It affects your life choices, sense of knowing your strengths, weaknesses, along with your likes, dislikes, and the way you might wish others to perceive through your opinions, attitude, and viewpoints. The main parts depicted by the first house are the head and the face. It includes complexion, forehead, hair, brain, etc. If your first house is weak, you may face problems like headache and mental illness. So the North Indian chart, you can see there the ASC means ascendant, the first house. So the North Indian chart, the first house is represented by ASC or the number 1 or any number from 1 to 12, but it is shown as ASC as the first house. Now in the South Indian chart, the first house can be seen through the slash mark. So if you don't know anything about science and all, I have made a separate video on that. Please do go watch it. Press this I button above so you'll get to know. Now coming to the second house. The second house is often referred to as the house of possessions. It signifies dhan or dana or income, which includes the finances, the belongings that you own, your possessions like car, furniture, investments, etc. Using your possessions, including your non-material things to the fullest, also falls under the second house realm. This house matches with Taurus. The body organs ruled by second house include tongue, teeth, eyes, mouth, nose, facial bones, upper neck, and bones, etc. Also, the second house does not only limits the material holdings, it also represents one's voice. So in the North Indian chart, you need to read the houses as the anti-clockwise, but in the South Indian chart, you need to read it as the clockwise. So you can see the figure there. Now coming to the third house. The third house represents the courage, brave. It is known as Parakram Bhav. It governs the mental inclination of a person and their ability to memorize. This house also relates to journeys, brothers, sisters, neighbors, interest, habit, mental intelligence, and communication. It rules over different modes of communication such as media, television, telephone, radio, writing, editing, etc. All sorts of professions related to communication are included in this domain. The body parts third house rules include legs, hands, arms, shoulders, collar, bones, lungs, and nervous system, imbalances in the nervous system, problems of the respiratory canal, shoulder pain, fracture in the collarbone, and impartial deafness. Problems like these mainly arise out of weak third house in your natal chart. So even sports players are also seen from this house only. Now coming to the fourth house. The fourth house in Vedic astrology relates to Cancer zodiac sign. It rules your houses as well as your roots, the land, real estate, matters, vehicle, and your relation with your mother. This house is also called Bandhu Bhava in Vedic astrology, as it is quite associated with domestic happiness of a person. The body organs governed by the fourth house are stomach, breast, and digestive organs, and it may result in coronary problems, lung disorders, and physical alignment in breast, chest, and so on if fourth house is weak in your horoscope. Now, coming to the fifth house. The fifth house in Vedic astrology, also known as Putra Bhava, is the house of creativity, playfulness, joy, pleasure, and romance. It signifies your mental intelligence, your capability to create and innovate. The fifth house corresponds to Leo's energy, the fifth sign in zodiac cycle, since Jupiter signifies this house, which also relates to fortune, good luck, learning, and optimism. The body parts that the fifth house rules over include heart, upper and middle back, stomach, pancreas, and spine. If the fifth house is weak in your horoscope, it may cause heart problems, spinal cord disorders, acidity, diarrhea, stone in gallbladder, etc. Now, coming to the sixth house. This house corresponds mainly to your health, wellness, and your daily life routine. Surely the body you are born with comes under the first house, but the choices that you make on daily basis that affects your body are found in the sixth house. Sixth house is also known as enemy house, and hence this house also relates to debts, obstacles, enemies, and difficulties. However, a person having Rahu and Saturn in the sixth house in his birth chart is nearly impossible to defeat. This house rules the body parts like waist, lower abdomen, kidney, navel, small intestine, the upper part of the large intestine, appendix, etc. A weak sixth house may cause sickness like constipation, appendicitis, hernia, and even psychiatric problems. Now, coming to the seventh house. The seventh house, descendant, sits directly across from the first house, that is ascendant. This house is also known as Yuvati Bhava. It's the house of your partner or spouse. It is also the house of all kinds of partnerships, including business partnerships, and also deals with the darker side of your relationships, the partnerships you form. Planets moving through the seventh house help you close deals, securing the bonds by signing contracts and making things official. As this house is ruled by Libra sign, the planet Venus is the natural significator of this house that also signifies love, romance, and sexuality. It governs various body parts including kidneys, ovaries, and lower half of the back. Eighth house. The eighth house, also known as Randra Bhava, rules over the death, longevity, and sudden events like lottery. It is also related to wealth, sudden losses, and gain. The share and properties fall under the eighth house. If Saturn is sitting in the eighth house of one's birth chart, the chances are that person will inherit paternal property. This house is also the house of mysterious and transformations. It can bring depression, chronic illness, miseries, lack of mental peace, imprisonment, etc. to the person affected. However, on a positive note, the native may have strong intuitive skills, and such people can also master the field of psychology, astrology, mathematics, and paranormal activities. Several various body parts governed by this sign include pelvic bones and external sexual organs. Now, coming to the ninth house. Truth, principle, dreams, and intuitions all define the ninth house. Since this house is also known as Dharma Bhava in Vedic astrology, it deals with religious instincts, immigration, good karma, dharma, ethics, higher learning, one's inclination towards good deeds and charity. The ninth house corresponds with Sagittarius energy, which is signified by Jupiter, that makes this house the house of luck, fortune, and favors. The various parts of the body under control of this house are thighs, thigh bone, bone marrow, left leg, and arterial system. If you have strong ninth house in your birth chart, there are high chances of travel, higher learning, and foreign settlement. Now, coming to the 10th house. 10th house, also known as Karma Bhava, deals with the kind of work you do, the profession you are in, your prestige, your reputation, etc. Your area of occupation is defined by the planetary position in this house. This house corresponds with Capricorn energy and ruled by planet Saturn. If Saturn is in harmony with other planets in your natal chart, this planet can become the most powerful ally. So different body parts ruled by this house are knees, kneecaps, bones, and joints. A weakness of the 10th house may cause health related problems like broken knees, inflammation of joints, weakness in the body, and skin allergies, etc. 11th house, Labh Bhava in Vedic astrology is the house of prosperity. Labha means gains. It is a strong indicator of wealth and income, gain in name, fame, and money, and also plays a role in determining what brings you profits. 11th house in Vedic astrology governs your social circle, your friends, acquaintances, your well-wishers, and your relation with your elder brother. 11th house relates to Aquarius, and Sun is the natural significator of this house. Body parts that This house governs include ankle, right leg, shin bone, left ear, left arm. A native with weak 11th house in their native chart may have to face problems of low productivity of blood, pain in legs, fraction in the lower part of the body, etc. Now, coming to the 12th house, being the last house, the 12th house in Vedic astrology represents the ending of your life cycle and the beginning of your spiritual journey. It is also called house of unconsciousness, self-undoing, and imprisonment. A weak 12th house may give the native detachment from people, like separation from their partner, parents, friends, and neighbors. The detachment can also be in the form of death. Mostly it governs the intangible things like intuitions, dreams, secrets, and emotion, because this house corresponds with Pisces energy and is ruled by Neptune planet. The 12th house take care of the body organs like the left eye, feet, and lymphatic system. So thank you. So this is it for today, guys. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I will see you in the next video. So if you want any consultancy, please to contact to my given below WhatsApp number, or else you can even mail me also. So until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.